Imagine being a mammal that lays eggs, covered in spikes, has no nipples, and your dad has a four-headed penis. Yeah, welcome to the world of the echidna, nature's awkward little mystery, waddling straight out of a prehistoric fever dream. And being born as one. First off, your mom's a mammal, but she lays an egg. Not like a cute chicken egg either. More like a squishy, leathery bead, barely the size of a grape. She drops it into a pouch, which isn't even a real pouch, just some temporary belly skin folds, and that's your first crib. No nest, no shell, no blanket, just vibes and skin. After 10 days, you hatch. You're pink, hairless, blind, and roughly the size of a jelly bean. You're called a puggle, which sounds cute until you realize your world is dark, sweaty, and surrounded by your mom's belly folds and defensive spikes. Cozy? Maybe. Dignified? Absolutely not. Now here's where it gets wild. Echidnas don't have nipples. Instead, milk just oozes out of milk patches on your mom's skin. You, the puggle, have to lick it up off her body like a tiny sponge. So, to recap, no mouth to nipple, just milk sweat buffet straight from the source. Thanks, evolution. At around 2 months old, you start growing tiny spines. Cute for survival, not so comfy for mom. Once your spikes come in, she kicks you out of the pouch. Just like that. Now you live in a burrow while mom leaves for days at a time. Alone, underground, vulnerable. And probably still, you don't wean until you're about 6 months old. You barely open your eyes before then, and your body grows at the pace of a snail with trust issues. Plus, by the time you're old enough to function, you realize you're basically a slow-moving pincushion that sniffs for ants and can't even deal with extreme heat, or cold, or much of anything. And don't get us started on adult echidnas. The males have a four-headed penis, but only 2 heads work at a time. Why? No one really knows. Also, they mate by lining up in a train of males behind one female, sometimes for days. Romantic? Not really. More like an awkward conga line of desperation. So yeah, echidnas are evolutionary oddballs. Living fossils. Mammalian mysteries. But being born as one? It's a weird, squishy, milk-licking struggle for survival. Next time you see one waddling around, just remember, that spiky little creature has been through things. Being born an echidna? It's not just tough.